Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Seven Sense Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I'm playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half-orc, half-drow, all-badass, unarmed battlemaster.
And
Plus,
we'll do our question of the day. Ooh, plus. Ooh. We'll do our question of the day after our little thing we're going to do after the intros. So next.
Hi everyone, this is Shaden playing Lapis Wing, your local reborn wizard of smut. Happy to be here.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I'm playing North, the Eladrin roguelike.
I love the little combinations of bard, Barian, the little what do they call it? A mix.
I was
combo.
just thinking, Hex Rogue? No.
No.
Roguelike.
Roguelike is perfect.
Let's go.
But anyway, before we get started, we are happy to be supporting Tabletop News in their quest to become the go-to destination for tabletop news of big stories and small independent creators. And we've got a little video we want to show you.
I'm Carlos Luna.
And I'm Becca Scott. This is Tabletop News,
your official stop
for all things tabletop.
Let's roll.
No more endless scrolling, no more massive articles, just fun facts.
Skyrim is coming to tabletop with an exciting new board game.
Every game starts with an unskippable cutscene and ends when a frustrated player shouts, "Fus Roda!"
Reacts.
I was told there'd be no math. I am not a math agent, so let's keep moving.
Exclusive interviews with tabletop's biggest names.
Oh, I didn't know donuts was an option.
And the largest events.
Gen Con!
Man, Gen Con really makes me want to cosplay as a guy who attends events.
I really can't see you putting on pants for something like that.
I feel like there are so many of us who can relate to that.
See you next time on Tabletop News,
Your official stop.
Your official stop.
Your official stop for all things tabletop.
Can you tell your mom to turn on the AC?
Mom!
And we're back. Hi. Tabletop News is the news shows created by tabletop gamers and for tabletop gamers. And I'm really excited, and I'm supporting their Kickstarter, and I hope that everyone else is as well. What did y'all think about the video?
it's super cool. I'm really excited, right? It's one of the things they talk about is not having to go find all this information and where is it? And golly jeeks knows that my usual stream of tabletop information, which is the wonderful community that we've all worked so hard to curate on Twitter, is disappearing because I don't have $8 for a blue check mark. I love the fact that this is going to be there. I'm super excited. I'm also backing them, and it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's aiming to show the full spectrum of social gaming by spotlighting stories not covered by current gaming outlets, such as highlighting independent game developers, BIPOC creators, and news from your tables, which I'm really excited. So I hope that they do some news from our table, hopefully, which will be a lot of fun.
And I'm super excited. It's promoting diversity. It's not only just the big creators, but it's gonna be everyone. And you know what? From the video, that is my kind of humor. Just banter like that. Mm-hmm. This is my life source. So I am so excited for this.
I followed Carlos and Serena from the Dungeon Rat days, and that show was just so funny. And they just got a bunch of funny people and a bunch of funny nerds too, and they're just gonna really kill it. So I'm really excited. Anything else we need to talk about before we get started today?
Ron, do you have a question for us?
Oh, I do have a question. Let's do the question of the day is, I'm going to give you a random rival, and you tell me what you think they think of you. What you think their opinion is. So Orgoth, what do you think? And Maggie is too easy. What do you think Dermot thinks of you?
Oh, Dermot. Well, I like Dermot a lot. I mean, I like all the rivals, except Calceria, but the rest of them I like a lot. But Dermot, I think Dermot thinks that I am a good person. I mean, maybe he thinks everybody's a good person. I just think Dermot likes me because we bonded when we were traveling from Checkout to Betrayer's Rise. and we got to hang out a lot. And I also support his burgeoning career as a stand-up comedian. So I think he appreciates that.
Oh yeah,
Forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. That was awesome. Lapis, what do you think Io thinks of you?
Probably, she probably thinks she's somewhat helpful in that, she helped them out. At least she yelled at her when she was being charmed, figured out she was being charmed, and like got that situated. But it's also just kind of helping the rivals out in general.
Yeah.
Especially with Galsariad, even though they hate him, like they could still be friends, maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
North, what do you think that? It's too easy to say Galsariad, but I'm going to go. What do you think Maggie thinks of you?
You know what? Haven't had many interactions
you
with
have
Maggie.
not, really.
No.
Yeah.
We've been keeping to our own pretty much, but I think that she doesn't know where I stand, and that I am a capable. Wait. They are a capable fighter, but they are a bit brash, and that'll be their downfall in battle.
That's exactly how she sounds. Well, if everyone is ready, let's get started with episode 34 of Rolling in Netherdeep, The Fork in the Road. So, last time, at the end of last session, after you had a long kind of dramatic discussion amongst the four of you, Wilvin was commanded by the unseen dragon who gave him placed the dragon mark on his hand to chase after the Rudium's short sword into the desert. And he said goodbye, and in real life, Ross is actually at a contract. He's doing Buddy Holly somewhere, so we'll see him in a few weeks. But he left and said goodbye to all of you. And as he began to leave, all four of you received a vision of Elixion, trapped in a web of crimson crystal veins. And he begged to you to save him. And you felt powerful emotions surging out of him. Fear, anger, melancholy, despair, just washing. And he said, come to me, rescue me. And you woke up from the vision and just head pounding. Wherever you are, North is, I don't know where North is exactly at this moment, but they are not here currently. So we'll start with Orgoth and Lapis, I think, because they are in the tap room of the Cool Flame.
Oh God! Did you just see that, Lapis? Did that happen to you?
Yeah, I saw that. Elixion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, very not unsubtle reminder as to why we're here. I think it looks like things are going bad.
Yeah, I don't really much care for it. I normally don't feel fear, but feeling it's not pleasant.
No, I didn't like that at all. I mean, maybe we've got to go take care of this thing, or else it's just gonna get worse. I'm getting more and more of these things. This is like the third one now. Like I have 3 people up there sometimes now.
Well, I think Elixion can wait a little longer. He's not going anywhere. And honestly, we need everybody else with us, and with at least with Wilvin being out and about, we can't do it without him.
Yeah, we need North too. We're gonna have to have their help.
I forgot about them.
We got to figure that thing out, Lapis. I mean,
when it comes by, it'll come by. It's not something I'm gonna force.
No, but we could be positively proactive in our approach. Doesn't have to be just waiting around, right? I mean, sometimes you have to.
It takes 2 to tango, and if one person doesn't want to tango, then the other one doesn't want to tango. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, you have to have, 2 people for any kind of real conflict resolution to occur. I mean, usually by punching people, but by talking too. So,
I'm not the punching type.
Yeah, and I've got a things to do. We should probably I mean, not right now, maybe, but catch up with North. They told me they were going to go visit their mama at some beach house somewhere. I have an address. So we can probably get over there at some point.
The bird.
We can go. I need looking down at the bullseye armor that Wilvin left. Yeah, I'm gonna take this back to Kenzie. I did tell her that we're gonna bring it back.
Oh, okay.
It was a loaner.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with you because I just don't think we should get any more separated than maybe we all are right now. That doesn't sound like it's going to be, I don't know, safe. I feel maybe it's left over from that visit by Elixir, but I don't feel very comfortable with people being apart, even though that seems to be our natural state.
Yeah, we all got things to do. I mean, didn't you say you had something to do today?
I mean, this probably takes precedence over that. I was going to go to the bowl and watch the fight of who's there today, but I feel like either I should go with you and make sure you're okay, or I don't know, maybe I should read this book that we just opened.
I'm gonna be okay. I mean, it's just down the street over to Kenzie. It'll probably take a couple of hours because I'm planning on walking rather than taking a carriage.
Okay. Well, all right. Maybe okay, I'm gonna go to the bowl then. I'm gonna watch just to try to because this is the last. I think of the competitors before the big fight. I think there's one or two more, so I'll run and do that. And then you go to Mackenzie's, and then we'll meet back here, and then we can figure out if we go find North. Does that work for you?
Sure, if that works out, as long as you're okay, make sure to take mental notes of how they fight.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I do. So that's I will do that.
Good luck. Don't pick any fights.
Well, I can't promise that, but okay.
She's gonna grab the armor that Wilvin left and start heading out.
Bye, the bird says.
Bye, bird.
Bye.
And Orgoth's gonna go hide the book in his room.
Okay.
Somewhere very secret. He doesn't want to take that with him on the streets. And then he'll
Are you
go to the
wearing
bowl.
your armor?
Yes.
Okay. So Orgoth, you hide the book. Lapis, you head off first. North, where are you currently?
I stopped to do a little quick shopping therapy, and I am on my way to the beach house.
Okay. Actually, before Orgoth and Lapis, Lapis, as you're at the door, you see Sky, and she comes back from the back room, and she's like holding these 3 bags and says, did y'all leave these bags? They have your names on them, and hands one to Lapis and one to Orgoth. I've got one for Wilvin too, but
you can just put that one in his room.
Yeah, I'll do that. And she goes upstairs.
Lapis looks down at the bag and then just heads out still.
Okay. It's a little small gift bag kind of thing. So.
Are these the gift bags from the party?
Yes.
I already got one.
You already got yours? Okay.
So she doesn't have one for me.
Okay, so she does not have one for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Wilvin did not get it. Lapis did not get it. I think North got hers.
Right. Yeah. North and I got ours.
Okay. So North, you go shopping.
Yep.
And you get stuff. And then
I get stuff for the kids because I learned that I am a step sibling. That I have little ones.
An older step sibling.
I've always been the older sibling. That's not gonna change. But yeah, I am going to try to bring my happiest persona that I can over there, which is not very happy, but let's bring some gifts to just like.
Okay. You head to. It's a very small. The address that you were given. It's a very small house. That's actually but it's like right up on one of the canals, and you see like this back area that's a deck. Kind of looks over a little like sandy, small sandbar that's up against the canal. And you see like as the canal kind of stretches towards the Life Dome, and you just see like agriculture and trees and a nice cool wind. And you see your mother in a bathing suit on the back deck with like these big like kind of cloth over her eyes right now. And you see Mitchell back there with the two kids.
Who's closer?
Oh, the kids or
No, between the groups, like mom / Mitchell and the kids.
your mom is closest.
I'm gonna try to sneak up because that's how I deal with things.
Mm-hmm.
Right up to next to her.
Okay. And you poof, and you appear, and she's like, "Is that you, Vonadriel? Vondriel?"
Hey, mom.
She kind of jumped, but she kind of kept it under control and cool.
I am going to. Is there a chair next to her?
There is. There's like lots of extra chairs everywhere.
I'm gonna take a seat next to her and just like look over to the beach.
She pulls the towel off her face, and she's got like some cucumbers and like.
Oh, you got a little tan mark right here. No, shouldn't have done that.
I haven't been out here for that long. There's no tan mark. You're just messing.
Do you know that?
I do.
Do you?
I've been out here for 10 minutes.
Oh. Well, shit.
You see the kids, and Nomi's like, "Hi!" And she kind of runs over. And you see the little boy who is kind of like shy. And kind of like goes
Yeah, I clocked that during the quote-unquote party that we had and the cool flame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shy keeps to himself.
Yeah, keeps to himself. Trevor is his name.
Trevor, oh. Hey there.
Hey. Kind of waves, so this is quiet.
Do you mind if I join you for a little R&R, bit of vacation?
Please join us.
I think it's been rough for everyone, so I think could be good.
Now that Auntie North is here, can I go swimming? No, Nomi says. And she goes over and grabs you.
Ah!
And like, Two Mommy has swimsuits inside. We'll get you one.
I got some things already. I'll put that on.
Okay.
While we're inside, though, I'm going to sneak a little gift bag to her, and I'm going to just like put my finger like in front of my lips, like don't tell a word about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give her a little gift bag.
Okay. And she reaches in. What's inside?
I did promise her a very pretty dagger.
Yes. And she pulls it out, and it's very slim.
It is not like I went for something that is not like super ornate. Like I want pretty and practical, so it's not like ooh, there's a ritual dagger. No, it's sleek.
Does Two Mommy know that and she hides it.
And I bought so many hacking lockpicks for this dress that I didn't get to use. So she gets a nice beginner's kit for that as well.
Mm-hmm. What are these used for?
Well, if you start taking things of people, like my knives, you might as well start learning how to open doors that should not be opened.
So whenever my dad locks my door at night, I can get out.
Oh, okay. Maybe if he locks his door and he's in the room with someone else, don't go in there.
Oh, okay. I mean, I respect people's privacy, but
yeah. Mm-hmm. But sometimes.
She steals my toys. Takes my toys. I want them back. So.
Yep. and there's like, like there's a little like lock that is it's like a padlock that is like open so you can see the tumblers inside.
Got it. It's a training
Yep.
device. Okay. Will you show me?
It's probably my first one that I used like
It's actually
a while
yours.
ago. Yep.
Has your initials on it. Will you show me?
Yeah. Later tonight.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put also like there's a little bag for Trevor that I'm gonna put aside.
Okay. And you both get into your bathing outfits and go out to outside.
Oh, for a swim, yes.
And
God.
the wind has kind of gotten warm. It's like dry heat, and it's coming in from the west, and it's just really warm. So the water will feel really nice.
Yeah, and it is a much better swim than the last one I had.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not chasing anybody. So.
I'm not chasing anybody, and
No.
I am not in clothes that are not made for swimming. And I don't have any makeup running down my face. This is already so much better. Yep. Good day, just like
Mitchell
taking my time.
Mitchell says, I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have you here with the family.
Well, I don't know how long it'll be. Or I hope to at least for dinner, maybe a day or two.
You stay as long as you want.
Thank you.
It'll be a bit crowded inside, but
No, I can camp out. No problem.
and Trevor actually is playing in the water a little bit, splashing, and Nomi splashing around. They're playing together. Mitchell says, so Trevor's daycare, there's a story time that's happening later this afternoon he really, really wanted to go to. Do you think you could take him?
You know what? Sure. I'll let you have your you time with. Do you want me to take Nomi as well?
If you like, yes.
Yes, of course.
Dad, I don't like stories like that. The storytellers at the daycare, they really don't know what they're talking about. They're boring stories about bears and lions and things. And I just don't like it. It's like, well, you'll go if your stepsister wants to go. Wants to take you.
We can grab some ice cream after.
Okay, you convinced me. Nomi says.
There we go. I'm gonna wink at Mitchell. Yeah, you take that time, bro.
Mitchell's like, okay. Nomi and he goes over to Nomi and hands a piece of paper to Nomi. It's like, well, when you go, it's not for a few hours, but when you go, here's the address, and hands it to Nomi. So, Lapis, where do you go?
I'm heading over to Kemsney.
Okay. You get to
the Suncut Bazaar.
Yeah, Suncut Bazaar, and it's very crowded. You see there's a lot more people who are normally here, and people have like blankets spread out on the ground. They're selling trinkets and everything, and jewelry and little small everything, and it's like just so much happening. It's much more crowded than it normally is, and you look up, and you see Kesney's business, and you look and you see a familiar figure kind of walk by, and it's Pollux, and he like kind of looks in, kind of like tilts his head sideways, and then goes inside.
Wait, goes inside where?
M. Kesney's place.
Oh, okay. I mean, I gotta go in there anyway, so
Right.
I'm gonna go in there.
And you see him, and he's looking at. There's like a rack of clothes in the back, and he's kind of like just going through them. He doesn't see you.
As soon as she goes in, she's like, "Hey, I'm Kesney. I'm here to return this bullseye for ya."
Thank you for returning. I honestly I'd forgotten all about it. If you want to um throw it into trash in the back of the shop, I would not be, too. I would not be too upset if you just kind of like lost it. I thought the little halfling was going to throw it away after he used it, but
Well, we did say we would return it, and so here it is. I guess I'll just toss it.
and she takes it and kind of like, oh, he's a bit fragrant, oh, and throws it, tosses it
I
in
don't know
the
if that's
trash.
good or bad.
And I'm used to it. The people are always like, oh, sweaty, all sweaty. Like I try to keep it cool in here, but it's very sweaty. Oh, may I help you? And Pollux turns around and is like, I was looking for Lapis.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing? Are you following me?
No, I came to return that gross ass fuck armor that Wilvin had.
Why is there a ring on it?
You know what? You could ask Kesney that.
Okay, I will. Hey, how you go? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, doing okay for getting yelled at for no reason.
Um, what are you getting yelled at?
Oh, apparently people value other people's lives a lot more, depending on if they know them or not.
Whose lives are they valuing? I don't. Who's yelling at you?
Oh, don't even worry about it.
You like I can see in your eyes. You definitely got yelled at, and you're trying to blow it off. But
Well, I am blowing it off because it honestly doesn't matter to me.
what does matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing but a couple of people in my life.
Okay. Um. Well, I just want to say that you're my boss, and he actually reaches his pocket and pulls out 15 copper pieces and hands them to you.
Yeah, hold on to this until you make gold.
Okay, I need 85 more, right?
Yeah, you know what? And she's just gonna look at the gift bag that she was given and just gives it to Pollux. Here you go. You can have this.
What is it?
I don't know.
He pulls out like these pieces of paper, and it's like, what's a day at a spa? What does a spa day mean? What is that? Is an elven spa?
It could be. I haven't gone.
Oh, it says for 2 people. You want
Well,
to go?
you could have that and then bring along someone else. That isn't me. I don't do spas.
You don't do spas? Okay.
Nah.
He looks a little disappointed, actually. He pulls out a bottle, and he's like, "Oh, it's like some like really like green looking like bubbly water in it." And you see like a little. There's actually like a looks like a toenail in it. He's like, "Oh, is this like some sort of energy drink?" He
Try it out.
okay,
I'm not gonna.
and he like chugs it and like chokes for a second, and suddenly his clothing, because he's just wearing kind of like normal. He's not wearing like armor, but he's just wearing like clothes that don't nicely fit him, and suddenly his muscles start bulging, and his shoulder muscles like, and his shirt rips, and his pants rip, and like his muscles, and he's like, "What's happening?"
I don't know, but you're okay. I'm
Lapis.
guessing. Do you have like rags or something to put on this guy?
I don't have any more Target clothes.
It doesn't have to be Target. It could just be drapes. Just something to cover the poor man.
Okay, and you just see him, and he's like bare chested and just like he's got like an 8 pack and like looks like this feels weird. I'll have to. And he holds up the lute, and he's trying to make chords, but his fingers are all like bigger now, and he can't make the chords, and that one broken string is just coming out, and he's just like, I can't even sing about this. This is upsetting. This is very upsetting.
Oh, it'll wear away. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's like a potion of strength or something.
Um, la- and Kesney comes back, and she's got a robe, and just kind of puts it over him, like put your hands. Has to hold it up. He's so muscly that he can't really, like you can't, like.
Poor guy.
He's like, what's happening? And he gets it through one arm and through the other, and it's just like hanging open.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You look through the window, and you see like these 4 teenage girls who are all like looking through the window at this muscled guy.
I'm just gonna kind of be a barrier between them and Pollux.
Okay.
Just it's okay, buddy. It's okay. That's gonna wear off in like a minute or two, and then you'll be fine. You'll be back to normal, and then you could sing about it.
I will. So I'll still be able to play the lute.
Yes.
Okay. That was.
But you won't be able to play the piano anymore. I'm sorry.
Should I play the piano?
No.
He kind of looks a little disappointed, but he says, but lute is my favorite instrument, so I can see how that would be really, really, yeah. I feel myself getting smaller already, I guess, so.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm now finished with what I needed to do. I returned the thing. I'm Kesney. I will see you later.
Don't be a stranger. Come by and see me if you ever get those little like tingle things. Come. Maybe I'll be able to help you.
Yes, I will. Pollux, you okay, buddy? You good?
I'm good. He kind of pulls the robe in front of him modestly.
All right. I'm gonna head on out unless
Okay.
you need me for something.
He thinks for a second and says, I've been writing songs. Would you like to come out to the yurt and I can sing them for you?
Sure. I guess I gotta figure out what you're doing with your free time since you're working for me.
Yeah, I mean that's what you told me to do. I've been learning the stars too for you.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Okay.
Before I go, I have a random hypothetical question for you.
Is it Elven hypothetical?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm ready.
Would you be okay with hurting others if it meant protecting the people that you care about?
He thinks for a second. Thinks really hard. I wouldn't want to hurt anybody, especially if it's somebody that I knew as a friend. But, like, are these people that I care about and love and cherish? Are they... How close am I to these people?
I guess as close as you would to if you murder someone for them.
So you. Like somebody I care about. I see you all the time. I care about you.
Yeah, I meant like... You know what? Sure, why not? Would you murder for me?
If you're in danger and something really bad was going to happen, and this would go for anybody, I think I would have to step in. And I wouldn't murder... I mean, I would try to stop them without murdering them,
Yeah, I just wanted to know because if people got hurt as a byproduct of something else, that's all.
Okay. Oh, um, I think I understand, but and I will give it some more thought. Um, I'll give it some more thought, Lapis.
Yeah, you think however much you want on that. I'll
Okay.
see you later.
Okay. And he just thinks he's like sitting there in the robe with the muscles and sitting there thinks watches you go. And
He's a little himbo. He's dumb and big.
and Orgoth. So you head to the bowl.
And Orgoth is, I mean, he's jogging there, so he can get a little cardio in while he's going, and he's a little distracted too. There's a lot going on. The North and Lapis and Wilven and Elixion and his other visitations, and so I think he kind of arrives at the bowl before he realizes it. So, yeah. I don't know how far they are into the day's
They're
events.
into the second event, which is the gnomes have these towers, and basically they're shooting like these big giant. Do you ever watch that old American Gladiator show where there was the guy up on the tower and he was like shooting like tennis balls at people? And basically there's a tower and like there's this mob of people trying to get to the tower, and there's a little like robot himbo up there, big muscle guy in a leotard shooting these little sack balls at people, and like apparently people who get knocked off their feet are eliminated in this round. And they have to like attack the tower and knock the tower down. And the it's going quite well. I'm trying to find the name of the person that.
I mean, Orgoth knows he can go up to the VIP booth if he wants, but I think he's very content to like hang out down with the peoples, as long as they'll like kind of let him go through. I'm hoping whoever's working the gates recognizes him.
They
just
do.
because
they
I think
let you in immediately, so like they all recognize you.
But I know I can go up, but I think I want to stay where I still have a good view of things, but I don't want to get caught up in the conversations that I assume will occur if I'm up there, because I want to spend the time I have focusing on whoever eventually becomes the final competitor.
Here it is. I found the name because I came up with the name. There is that second, as you're like kind of finding like the best place to watch, you can kind of see over the arena section, like for the third round, is you see these basically seesaw, kind of like like they're connected seesaws, like some are at a right angle and are over like the platforms, and like the same kind of platforms you were on where you can fall into the mud. And so it's a lot of balance and agility things, and like having to traverse these seesaws to fight and get to the weapons to fight other people. And so you can get a good view of that before it gets
I'll be there.
Gets crowded. And
that's great.
There are 5 winners go on to the third round, and one of them is a swarthy man with just like a black, just like mass of hair that's just like this uncut. It's just kind of like randomly sticking out places. He's got a big, full, bushy beard, human, big, round guy. Not so much muscular, but just like a big. You ever seen those the strongest man in the world competitions where they like
their muscles are all for go, not for show, right?
Exactly. So this is what this guy looks like. He's just like big, and you see him, and there's a few very nimble competitors, and they get immediately like he sees them. He's able to time things so like they're running to get to him, and he jumps over onto one of the seesaws, and his weight just makes them sail through the air and out of the arena, and one just kind of gets hit, and another one flips into lots of somersaults and like shoop into the mud below. And it's him and an archer, and he's just like starts taking phew, 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 just 3 arrows sticking out of him, and he's just like stomp, 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 picks up the guy and just body slams him into the mud. And like
I think as it becomes apparent that this last competitor is going to be the victorious one, I want to spend, during that time, I'd definitely focus and use my know your enemy ability on them, so I can like kind of that gives me information about their capabilities compared to my own. We don't have to do it right now, but just like I'm filing that away.
Okay, what information would you like to know about him?
Well, compared to me, do I believe has a higher strength score? So is he stronger? Is he more or less strong?
What is your current
more or less?
Currently?
18.
18. He is stronger.
Ooh. Is he more or less dexterous than I am? I have a 14.
He is less dexterous than you.
Okay, and I have a 16 Constitution.
16 Constitution. He has a better Constitution.
Okay, good. All right.
You see him he actually breaks off as he wins and goes up to the champions thing. He breaks the arrows off, and the arrowheads are just oozing blood, and he's just doesn't care at all.
Armor class, mine is a 17.
It is
currently
equal.
Okay. Current hit points. So I don't know.
Lower. Current points lower.
Lower, yeah, because he's taking too much damage, right?
Yeah.
And then total class levels, if any.
Total class levels.
So
you're currently what?
I'm 9.
9.
I'm 9 total.
He is currently 10.
Okay. So higher. And then fighter class levels, if any.
Fighter class levels.
Which for me is 8.
Mm-hmm. His fighter class levels are 8.
Okay. All right. So he's got a couple of something else. Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. All right. Oh, interesting. All right.
Sheed Kaltor says, and our champion and final entrant into the monthly competition is Boris Braggart. And he's like, rawr. He just kind of growls at the audience. And you see kids kind of scared and screaming, but loving it at the same time. And he takes there's somehow, you didn't get one of these. There's a championship cup, and he grabs it and just opens up a keg, little pony keg, and just pours it into it and just drinking it in front of everybody, and people are cheering. And he he does one of these across his mouth and goes belches so loud.
Right. Orgoth will take this in and
okay. All right. Well, I think I've handled his kind before. That probably won't be. See, I still think that Dew of the Mountain is my biggest competition, but all right. Okay, good. All right.
And then Orgoth just thoughtfully is going to start making his way back to the Cool Flame.
Okay. North. Let's do. Okay. Just rolling a random kind of passing the storm kind of roll. Lapis, you're leaving and you see North with 2 children approaching the Suncut Bazaar.
Weird.
In North, you see Lapis walking.
I am glaring the whole time. I'm just I'm gonna let her pass. Nope. I have children with me, and this is what is holding me back right now.
Nomi says, "Why are you two staring at each other?"
I'm not even staring at North. I'm just
pretending
like they don't even exist.
Hey, big sis, what are you staring at that that strange the elf with the horns and the little like gold chain?
I'll tell you later, okay?
Okay, are you okay?
Yes.
Um,
I'm not okay.
and Lapis, you just continue on and leave. The what was his name? Trevor. Trevor's like, come on, we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it, and starts bringing you like into the bazaar part of the area of the Suncut Bazaar, and is dragging you to where the first eclipse is.
Oh the fuck. Oh the fuck. Oh the fuck.
And gets to the stairs, and Nomi like opens up the sheet of paper and it's like, yeah, this is the address. Hands it to you.
Yeah, I can just look at it and be like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not saying these words in front of children, but I'm like, ah. I got my little like sundress from the beach, and I'm just like, what the?
The there is a couple of kids who run past the both of you, run up the stairs and run to the front door to the first eclipse.
Are they doing recruitment at this age? Fucking hell. No, let's get a good spot, okay?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find where I wrote down a name real quick. Yes, here it is. Okay. You get to the front door, and there's like a little plaque as you go up the stairs. And there's a little plaque.
Okay.
The little plaque that like there's a sign to the left that used to be there when it was the first eclipse, and it had like the crescent moon, red moon.
Mm-hmm. It's not there anymore?
Not there anymore.
Aha.
And there's a little sign that says Little Angels Daycare in school.
That wasn't there yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
That man is scared of something.
And there's a little sign on top. It says, our new location, and like has like an old address where it like, please come in, put your shoes into the cubby, and make yourself.
Okay, is there thieves' cant anywhere around this?
Make a perception check. Trevor's like, we're gonna miss it.
23. Oh, 22. Sorry.
You see where there used to be some, but it's been rubbed out.
Okay. Let's find a good spot. I'm gonna keep an eye out, though.
Okay.
You don't disappear like that in the night and not forget something behind.
So you go in, and it's completely changed. The bar is gone. The kegs, like the toppers that were all like plastered on the wall, all of them gone. Bright colors, playful characters.
Does it still kind of smell like beer?
It smells like a little chemically a little bit. Like somebody's been cleaning.
Okay.
But...
Yeah, so someone
like
showed
clean,
up.
like fresh paint.
Someone showed up at 4 a.m. with bleach. Yeah.
And you see like there's like about 30 kids here, and there's this woman with big like blonde hair, curly, and she's like, oh, hello. She's a little out of sorts. She's like, he's late. They're late. Are you the storyteller? Please. And she grabs your hands and pulls you to the corner where there's like about 15 kids all sitting there. And it's like, we need you to tell a story, please.
Why?
Please, we need you to help. And Trevor's like, come on, tell a story. I want to hear your stories.
Ron, you're throwing me a fucking curveball there? God! I have to think of a story on the spot, sir.
North's having to think of a story on the spot. Yes.
That implies that. I am still like kind of a double upset right now because like, wow, and now triple upset.
Yeah.
I look at this woman.
Nomi actually takes a step forward and says, "Listen, she's been through a lot. Like maybe I can tell a story."
I got something maybe.
Okay. And there's a little chair in the corner, and you see puppets, like all sorts of like. There's a puppet wall.
No, the puppets.
And there's a puppet wall over here.
I'm not taking the puppets.
There's even finger puppets.
Fuck them.
Jumanji, thank you for the sub on Prime. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they sit you down on the chair. And the kids just look up there with their hands on their shins. And the woman comes over and says, that elf, he's just late. This is his first day, and he's just late. I don't know why he's not here.
Oh no, it's bollocks!
My name's Rena Roth. I'm so glad you could fill in. And she hands you a silver piece and says, thank you.
I flip the silver piece over my shoulder. Mm-hmm. Sit there. And like I have like my beach clothes, like like the dress that you put over your swimsuit.
Yes.
She's like, okay.
Nomi looks up at you and says, you can do it.
And I think I'm going to go with a story of something that happened while I was on a sea. With the tide turner and Captain Ulysses Gold. Brazen Buck, as they call him.
Trevor says
nothing violent. Like I'm gonna go on a treasure hunt story with like a temple and stuff like that.
Trevor says, are there pirates in it? I like pirates. And the other kids are like, yeah.
There's pirates in it. Yep.
And they're waiting.
Yeah. I tell them that exact story that I haven't exactly thought of, but like the traveling on the high seas with a bunch of people who only know each other and who only trust each other. Following a map that is only half complete to an island in the middle of the sea, covered in jungle, where there is a temple. And in these ruins is supposed to be the treasure of a great pirate captain dead long, long ago.
This little kid who's got his finger up his nose. Well, what's his name? What's his name?
That's a question for the DM. Which I am not. Oh, let me pull a name out of my ass.
Let's John. John something. John Cannonier.
They called him the Whale Hunter.
The Whale Hunter.
Yes.
Did he hunt whales? Did he find a whale? Did he kill a whale?
There was a whale. White.
A white whale.
White whale. No one believed in it, but he did. And he swore on his life that he would get that whale. But this is not the story I'm telling you. I'm telling you about his treasure.
Ooh, he's got treasure.
Hid it on that island. And I will keep going.
Got it.
Going.
You elaborate until like your adventures through the island.
And like how it was like very warm, and how like here it is very like warm but dry, but like the humidity in the jungle, and there were monkeys and big mosquitoes and all the weird sounds of the jungle with the flowers and the smells, and then these old ruins. and hoping that we found the right one, because that map was not exactly complete, but we did. Oh, we did.
What was in the treasure? What was the treasure?
Well, it was empty.
Oh, they all kind of like "Aw" together.
When we got there, it was already taken. But oh, the adventures we had.
And I'd like you to make a performance check at advantage.
The treasure were the friends we made along the way.
Fuck, performance. I'm gonna take my inspiration. Natural 20!
The kids are into it.
Nice.
The kids are into it.
Ron, I used my inspiration.
I know you did. That's amazing.
In classic favored few fashion as well, on something vital like a kid's story, as opposed to like a wisdom saving throw or some,
Look, I still have
like
my
that.
birthday natural 20 that I'm keeping.
You see the caretaker, and she's actually got a big smile on her face, and she looks a little less kind of overcome with the panic situation. And she comes over to you and says, and what's your name? So that the kids can tell their parents what a wonderful storyteller you are. And both Nomi and Trevor look up at you.
It's North.
And you see Nomi go, yeah. Yes. Yay, North. Thank you, North. Yay.
I'm gonna look at the caretaker. Do you know what happened to the old business that were here?
This is our first day here. It was...
Yeah, how did you get it so fast?
A couple of days ago, our building that we were renting burned down.
And you got that this morning?
Mm-hmm. It happened very,
I'm
very
gonna insight check the fuck out of this.
Make an insight check, yeah. Oops.
That's a 17.
She is so fucking grateful that this happened.
Okay.
It just fell into her lap.
Okay.
And she's like, we have some mysterious benefactors who've really helped keep the Little Angels daycare and school running. We thought we would be closed for months while we were rebuilding, but this place just miraculously came open.
Good for you. Good for you.
And then Pollux walks in. Am I late? And you see Rena go up and is like, you missed it. You are fired. And Pollux is like, I can sing him a song. And it's like, get out. And he turns around and he's all muscular. He's still muscular. He like, he still has the robe on that he's never the robe actually has on the back. It says, what's M. Kesney's? I don't have it in front of me. What's M. Kesney's shop's name? That's
God, I don't even remember.
Buried Treasure or something like that. It has.
Please tell me it's bedazzled.
No, but it is bedazzled. Yeah, there's little shiny ad. Visit M. Kesney's.
Oh my
Buried
God.
Treasures.
Yes.
Suncut Bazaar. Open these hours.
Yeah.
Mention the robe and you get a 5% discount. So.
Nope. No.
And
No.
But he's all muscular too.
I'm not even waving.
Let me see if he notices you. He's kind of shell shocked from being fired. Oh, he does not notice you.
Thank fuck.
He plays he's trying to play on the lute, but his fingers are too big currently, and he's playing sad minor chords and walking out the door.
Let's go back, shall we?
So Trevor, and you see Rena. I'll see you here Monday morning, okay? And he nods and it's like, bye, Miss Roth. And he leaves with you. Mystic Pursuits, that's what it is. Yeah, Mystic Pursuits. Thank you.
Do you know why I picked this name?
No. What?
I've had many names.
Will you
But
tell me
I
them all?
always I always take the ones that I need in the moment. And the North Star is the star that guides the sailors home. And I think I need a bit of home right now.
And Nobi hugs you.
Ice cream time. Let's go get ice cream.
And you see as she pulls away, she like puts something in her pocket.
I will put my finger like right on top of her head like that. Poke,
and she gives you like your fanciest lockpick back to you. So.
Okay. That's twice now, Nomi.
It's that was a very bad attempt. I will try, but I'll be better next time.
How about you trade on someone else?
Like who?
Okay, no, I am the safest bet. Yes. Yeah. But you give my stuff back. I'll let you train on me, but you give my stuff back.
Okay. Even if it's worth a lot of money?
But you give my stuff back.
I'll give it back, yes. Orgoth, I don't know who to go to next. Who wants to go next? Orgoth or Lapis? Well, I haven't done Orgoth in a bit, I think. Orgoth.
Oh, so I get back to the cool flame, and if I don't see Lapis there, I don't expect to see North. Well, it's gone. I think I would go up to my room and close the door and lock the door, and then I would image of Orgoth kind of like sitting on his bed with his knees up, and he's gonna take a deep breath, and he's gonna start reading this book. And he's looking for, I mean, he's gonna just start reading it, but he's definitely looking for things about Lolth and things about Rumsh. And Elixion, if that's mentioned, I don't really know the full content or
It's going to
context.
take you several hours to read through. I'd like you, first off, you realize you can unread the language, and you like looking at the alphabet that it's made out of, and it's like, wait, this is new.
But can I read it?
You can read it. It's under common.
Okay, I'm like, okay.
But it makes sense to you.
Yeah, well, this is where, written kind of weird, but I can read, I can understand it. Okay, all right.
And you follow like law, and it's told kind of like a fairy tale, where the heroes of the story are the betrayer gods, and what the prime gods did to betray them. And I'd like you to make an investigation check as you're reading through.
Investigate. What did I get surprised? Oh my god!
You're not prepared? What?
I am. They're right here. It takes me like 1 second. They're in the drawer next to me. Here we go. At a +1, that will be a 13.
13. You do find a bit on Grumsh. And about how during the calamity that he'd come to this continent to destroy the people who didn't believe in him, and how he was leading his people home. And he thrust his giant spear into this city. And despite the failed what do they call him? They call him the Apotheon. It actually says the Apotheon because of the failed intervention of the Apotheon. Um, the city was thrust beneath the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that must be that's Alexian. Okay. But it seems like Grumsh was trying to do something for his followers.
And can I tell like why it was this place he was trying to destroy?
It doesn't really go into detail. It just basically says that he was chasing. It says in the story that he was trying to free his people. He was trying to free his orcish people from its. Actually, it says enslavement.
Okay. Well, that's. Damn, so slavement's not good.
Make a history check.
Okay. That is an 8.
You were told stories, like you've heard stories of the gods all your life, and some of these stories are matching up, some aren't, but it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Okay. I think then just during that time, really just Orgoth's trying to find more context for maybe what's happening, seeing if there's anything. I think the other thing he definitely would be looking for in there, if there's anything that references like the chosen of Lolth or Lolth's chosen, or something that matches up along the lines of the armor. So the Grumsh stuff I think was top of mind because that just happened. But then
I'd like you to make another investigation check, and I'd like you to make this at advantage. As you look over and you see Parker, the tarantula, sitting on your shoulder.
The advantage was good because that will be a 19.
You see a reference to a drow city that disappeared. Like during the calamity, during the war. And because Lolth was one of the first deities to be defeated and locked behind the Divine Gate, basically like sent away and exiled from Exandria. And so a lot of people had very low opinions of the drow in those days. And you find reference to a city, no name, but the entire city has gone missing. Like the people went to go find it, and it was missing from its normal location in the Underdark. The people.
And is there any, now that I'm reading this, is there any similarity to either what's referenced there or the context of it or certain words that matches up with the song that I learned and that I sang at the talent show? And
yeah, it does. The leader of this place sang a song that's very similar. Again, no name. It's almost as if they were trying to erase all knowledge and memory of this place from the records.
Yeah, I think that will take up a lot of time and give him a lot to think about.
Okay. And I can send you more information like off stream too. So.
Okay, great.
Lapis, where do you head? Where do you go?
I probably don't want to go back to the Cool Flame after that. I especially after seeing North and just thinking, oh, they're probably gonna be back there eventually. I don't want to deal with that shit. So I'm probably gonna find a place to maybe like a cafe or something and just sit down and read.
Okay. Um, as you, are you sitting outdoors or are you sitting indoors?
Hold on, let me roll to see. High outdoors, low indoors.
Okay.
It was low, so I'm indoors.
Okay. Um, you you look and you see you're on kind of a main busy street, and you see Irvin walk by, and he's got a single black rose,
Oh no.
and he's looking, and you see him go to like a building, a store across the street that maybe you had stopped at with him when you were together,
Mm.
and he's looking inside, and he does like one of these to the window, or he's like peering inside.
Oh man. All right. Uh, see, you know what? Seeing him, I'm gonna go out and just, hey, Irvin.
He holding the rose, and he kind of like puts it behind his back, quickly strolls up. Hi.
Yeah, I threw the bouquet that you gave me away. So you can put that away for now.
He just kind of like looks disappointed, just kind of lets it drop to his side. Not he's not dropping it on the ground, but he's still holding it. I I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, and I just cannot. The name is. It's not like I don't know the name, but it's like it's still not familiar to me. I promise you. I would tell you. I'm not lying to you. I just want to apologize because I just don't know what to do. I really like you. And I don't want to hurt you, but obviously I have. And you're mad at me. And I promise you I do not have any children. And I do not know this Carol or whatever her name was.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna insight check that.
Inside check that.
Ooh, that's a good insight. What is my actual? That is a 27.
Bam.
Yeah, he says you think that he believes what he's telling you. But there's also this kind of like confusion in his voice where
Like uncertainty?
Uncertainty, yeah. Like he doesn't know. Everything feels off to him. Like he's just uncertain about everything right now.
Hmm. I'm just going to kind of just shake my head and look, if something's up, you would tell me, right? Like this
Of
Elise
course.
person.
Like I was there for you during the whole business. Oh, sorry, Ed. I'm there for my friends. I'm there for you. I mean, it. You can tell I care about you, right?
I can tell.
If anything happened, and if I think of anything, or if anything, I would tell you.
So you would let me know if there's anything that's bugging you, and if any of that stuff happens again.
I've been trying to find you all day. I've been running around. If anything weird's happening, I will let you know. And if you'd like
I
to insight
will.
check that, you can.
Yeah, I will. All right, that was also good. Because that was almost the same exact roll. That's a 26.
One less. He is. He is. He's kind of like subdued panic, and he's trying to hide it, but he's. I mean, you just rolled so high. Yeah, Lapis will see into your soul. That is true. I like being able to see the chat pop up. The he's kind of like trying to control his panic. It just everything feels he feels off. Hey Lulu.
Hi, Lulu. And with that, she's just gonna shake her head and just goes, I will choose to believe you for now, but just give me the damn rose and let's just forget Elise or whatever the fuck her name was.
Elise, that was her name. Okay, and hands you the rose. Fuck Elise, and hands you the rose.
I'd rather you not.
I was saying it more in the I don't hate kind of way, as not as opposed to the sex kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Well, you go and I'm still a little mad, so
I know.
you go off. I'll contact you later so we
Okay.
can, I don't know, do something later for our date.
I'd like that. I've got one more shift at Galsariad's room. Maggie ended up getting another room. Actually, she's moved up to the roof. There's like a nice big greenhouse up there, and she's moved in.
Well, lucky her.
Okay. Um, see you tonight, okay?
Yeah, see you tonight.
Okay.
And I just watch him go. I don't give him a smooch or anything.
Okay. Yeah, he knows he's on thin ground, so thin ice. North. Where do you go after the daycare?
Don't really have anywhere else to go. I mean, I could go to the Cool Flame, but I went to the beach house to spend time with family, to feel some kind of that this is normal right now.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, just
Oh, you broke up for like I didn't hear the last.
just ran into Lapis. Not exactly keen on that right now.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about how our party's going right now, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna get some ice cream with the kids and then head back. And keep an eye on the crowd and just...
Okay. I'm going to open up because I wasn't sure what's going to happen today, and I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to explore things.
I think that, like, I'll say after Orgoth's read, it's probably late. He would sleep, and then tomorrow, if North isn't back, would go to the address he has, and would try to convince Lapis to go if Lapis is around. But that's just like, but my intention post sleep would be.
Okay.
If that helps.
Lapis, where do you go?
After that whole situation, probably find like a library or something just to work on whatever the infernal signature that Wilvin had.
Got it. Okay. So that's doing research. Okay. Orgoth. It is currently later in the afternoon. North. So where do you go again?
I'm gonna drop off the kids. First off,
You go into the room, and there's a folder on the table that's kind of open, and then like there's a piece of paper sticking out, and there's like an imperial seal on the folder, and it looks like it's like interviews with people at the party, and there's some like the one that's on the top, like interview with some of the sailors who survived the crash of the ship.
okay. I want to look at that.
Okay. And you start looking through it, and your mom walks in.
I look up at her. I'm not acting surprised or anything.
no.
I am worried about that situation, so I think she would understand, and she knows her kid to be the curious kind. I like to know things.
Apparently, and she just kind of like sits down, and you hear a kind of a clunk as she uncorks a bottle of wine, pours you a glass, pours herself a glass.
Yep.
And a lot of the interviews, apparently the sailors who were on the ship saw the zombies that the Ravana Cross were commanding as protectors, as bodyguards to her, went crazy and attacked her and attacked the guards, the Imperial guards who were there, throwing some of them overboard. The sailors panicked and got up into the rigging, which caused the ship to crash.
Okay.
There is
Is there an account from some members of the Cerberus Assembly in there?
you do not see a single piece of paper with a seal.
Okay.
And you know from like you would know that.
No, they keep their shit hush hush.
Yeah.
Which, well, I have a few questions about that night. Actually, I'm gonna look around if the kids are there because they're not.
They're not.
It's not for them.
It's mommy's wine time.
It's mommy's one time. Excellent. Yeah. Can I have some, please?
You finished your glass already? And refills your glass.
God, thank you. Yeah, I had to actually. The person who was supposed to tell the story time was not there.
Oh, why is that? I mean,
They were late.
That's quite distressing. I mean,
they saw me and they went, "Oh, you dressed nice. Do you want to tell a story?"
What story did they tell?
Just some stuff. I'll have to tell you someday. It was nice. I missed you, but it was nice.
Did you have fun
Anyways.
with the kids?
Yeah, Nomi is... She's gonna go far.
I hope
Maybe not in the best way.
What is she doing?
She's got very quick fingers. So, watch out.
Oh, I've noticed the silverware going missing, so yes.
Okay, yep. I mean, I would encourage that because, like, it is always useful to know how to break out of handcuffs. But, you know. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Real quick, just like when you got back from the party, I just want to, like, ask you, were you treated well by the person who brought you back?
The person who brought me, the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He did drive that carriage with the lizards attached to it, hooked up to it, very, very dangerously. But he was.
Oh no, he
seemed to be in a bit of a hurry.
Yep. But was polite, was okay with the kids.
He's very nice to the kids. Made the kids actually built in.
Excellent. Okay. Then he's not a complete asshole. Well, he's a complete asshole, but okay. Yeah, you get it.
But you two were a couple. That's
Not. He was my plus one, but not a couple.
Is there
You
anybody
know-
in your life?
Actually, I haven't seen them in a while, but yeah. Two of them.
Two of them.
I miss them. But that's not. Mom,
Yeah.
I don't have any proof. But I think you invited the person who did this to the party and she did not show up. Because she was too busy exploding the roof.
Who was it?
You know when I told you that Orgoth was coming and that Wilvin probably could not? Who else did you invite?
It was like Wilvin and your friend Lapis?
She's not my friend. Friends don't behave like that.
She wasn't seen at the party.
She wasn't seen, but we had a discussion and I can put two and two together and I know that makes four. I don't have any proof, like I said. And I'm sure that there won't be any. But...
Yvonne, are you okay?
No. Things are falling apart, Mom. And I'm sure that she's got some grand thing going on because, like, we were doing well as a group. We were doing extremely well, but now she's just... I don't know what's going on. She's hiding something. More than just that. And also, I had... Like, you had a bad day, I also had a bad day. And I'm still having... I got curveball. I had to tell a fucking story in front of children. But, you know, I'm not... I can lie to people, but performing in front of a crowd, that's not my thing. And this Dragonborn fucked up. We were supposed to, like, work together or something. And that didn't go well at all, and I can't fucking find him. Not even to ask what the fuck happened, why he did that.
What was his name?
I'll write it down. I don't even know if it's his real name.
I can find out. I have contacts here in the city.
Because I would absolutely fucking love to see him come home one day and to be sitting at the table like the parent who's disappointed because their child went off and didn't come back at curfew. I know that look. You've given it to me so many times. I can make it my own.
And now you know how it feels.
Not in the same way.
I know.
It all went to shit. And I feel like, at least with the work I had to do with him, I feel like part of it's my fault.
Van.
Fucking trying, Mom.
She reaches for your hand.
I'll let her take it.
Do you think that this Dragonborn and Lapis were working together?
No. That's two separate occurrences. That's two different things. I don't care for crimes against the Empire. You know that, but I care for crimes against you.
No one died. No one got hurt.
No one died. Doesn't change what happened.
Well, no one died in the embassy, but the only deaths were the zombie attacks on the ship. I'm trying to get a hold of Ravana and of Walcott, who disappeared as well.
He did?
He's gone.
Oh. I might just want things to go right. for at least like once in my fucking life.
If I have anything to say about it, there will.
Look,
You are my daughter.
I am trying, but I cannot just like cross out the way I live. Like I cannot just like put an X on it and say it's done. This is everything I've known. I know you raised me otherwise, but I'm good at that. And actually I kind of like it.
And that's fine. How do we use that?
I don't want to use that for the people you work with.
How do you use that to help me?
I don't know. We'll try to find a way, I guess.
If Lapis was behind the ship coming down, we will find. It's only been a day.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
She's a sneaky one. She talks to people like she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't respect, I would say, any form of hierarchy. She acts cute, but she's a cunt. I believe that she's making relationships with people. You know, the same way I do. And I hate that I'm looking in the mirror sometimes.
As a cover? Like as... The relationships you make, even though they may have some nefarious, or not nefarious, but more a subtle subterfuge about them, they're still with real people.
You know what I say? Well, I used to say a lot. You make allies, you don't make friends.
She nods and says, you have friends. You have me. You have family.
You're gonna be mad, but you remember Cass.
I do.
I wish he was here.
Where is he?
I don't know.
She gets the folder, picks it up, and like straightens it up. North, why don't you? Sorry, Vaughn, why don't you get some sleep? Get some rest. Finish this bottle of wine.
Is Trevor in bed?
Trevor's in bed, but he's not asleep. I always have to go in and make sure he's...
Can you get him this from me? He said he liked pirates.
He loves pirates.
Well, that's a good coincidence because he's the bookish type, right?
He loves books, yeah.
Got him.
Loves stories.
I got him a few like a little book of pirate stories and a compass as well to go with it. Hope he's gonna like it.
I'll give it to
Okay.
him.
Like I know that he's like the he's a bit like me when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, keeps to himself. So maybe if it comes from you, he's gonna have an easier time accepting that.
I'm sure he'll like it.
Yeah.
Vaughn, I'm here.
I know.
If you find out anything else, tell me his name, the Dragonborn's name. Write it down. I'll see if I can find him.
Good. Because I'm gonna put my foot so far up his ass, he's gonna be sneezing shit for the rest of his days. Don't you language me on that.
I wasn't going to say a word.
Love you, Mom.
Love you. And she gets up, takes a folder, and goes to bed. If you wish to stay here, there is an extra bed at the end of the hall.
I think I'm gonna camp out, actually. It looks beautiful out.
Okay.
There's nice chairs. Their chairs are really comfy, too.
Okay. Lapis.
Yeah.
You are in the library, and it's getting a little bit late. And you walk past, like you're like walking through the stacks, and you look and you see a teenage girl looks very familiar to you. And she's sitting. She's just wearing a shift and a pair of like linen pants, barefoot, and she's just sitting. Teenage, and she's sitting in between the two of the shelves, cross-legged.
Is she that bitch that tried to steal from me?
Yeah. And she looks up at you.
What, did you not get enough fucking money?
I'm not here to steal from you.
Do you work here?
No, in a way, I do work here.
What do you want? I'm not giving you any more gold.
I don't need your gold. Sorry, Mia is drinking a whole lot of water right now behind me.
I said, that's a thirsty dog.
Mm-hmm.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
She stands up and she just keeps her arms crossed, doesn't come any closer. And she stands up like she does, the yoga. She's in the yoga position, and she just pushes up with her feet and just stands up, unfolds. It's like, I'm surprised you haven't figured out who I am.
You act as if I know a lot of people here.
We've met through a mirror.
You son of a bitch.
What? You said you wanted to meet in person.
Yeah, I do. What the fuck was up with that smoke and mirror shit?
I'm here to make sure that you're not a threat to the city.
Well, have I not at all? I'm the one warning you about this shit.
I had to smell in person. I just had to see in person.
You had to smell in person? What, pervert?
You have a scent of the dragon about you.
He told me that.
Dragon elves bring danger to Ank'Harel. They precede the attack.
Well, I don't have one. I came from freaking Wildmount in a teleportation tablet. I didn't even expect to come here.
Did you have anything to do with that ship? Well, I asked you this, right? Sorry, this is
yes.
Vaughn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They say, sorry. Give me a second. Let me think.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thinking.
Okay, Parker, I'm gonna read a little bit more to
Sorry.
you out of the book because there's a part in here about Lolth, who
It's
is
called Itsy Bitsy
Spider
Spiders.
Lady.
I'm looking at my notes.
Yeah,
That's
it
what I'm
is.
doing.
So there's a itsy bitsy spider goes up the drow's left leg. They are looking for a place to lay an egg. Then came the spear from Grumsh the One-Eyed God, and the itsy bitsy spider stayed with me at night while I read to them. I'm not a bard. I didn't get the last part, but it's trying to read the book to you. Uh, okay.
um, the um, the girl is just standing there and looks at you and says, "I, from talking with you, I feel as if you are in a very similar situation to me. You have a great deal of people that you care about, that you rule over, perhaps.
What makes you think that?
I can see a ruler when I meet one. He's someone who cares a great deal about people, that they would do anything to protect them.
Would you?
Would I what?
Like, how far would you go to protect the people here?
In the past, when the dragon Thordak nearly destroyed Ank'Harel, I and the dragon protector fought him off, ripped his heart out, destroying him, saving the city, saving thousands of lives. There was thieves' guilds here. I sentenced them to the oubliette, never to be found again. I would do anything to protect this city. What would you do to protect the people you care
A lot of things. And that includes destroying that one building. If it came down to it. But, you know, I just want to get back the things that belong to me. Faster I do that, the faster I can go and save them.
What's happening to them?
They're pretty sure they're dying.
Dying? Who's killing them?
Someone I used to call a friend, who I trusted with my whole fucking life for the 200 plus years of my life.
And
I don't know how they are, but last time I checked in, at least the gardener was dead, and she begged me to help.
And you're trying to get power back to take back your city? Take back your people? Take back your people.
Yeah, well, the people, they're probably somewhere in underground catacombs. I just gotta get the rest of myself and...
The rest of yourself?
Yeah. Parts of me are gone.
They look really confused right now.
Look, I just gotta find myself. A few more pieces left,
It
and
took me centuries to find myself.
well, it hopefully it won't take me that long. I'd rather it not take that long. Don't know how long the rest of them will manage to last. And if I didn't bring down that person, and I guess inevitably caused it was a byproduct that wasn't me. It wasn't me. I mean, I didn't make those fucking people jump ship. They're the ones that did it themselves.
The reports I received were that the zombies threw them overboard.
Oh, please. The zombies only attack whenever they were being attacked. I specifically made them go after the bitch, Ravana.
You were controlling them?
Well, she was controlling them first, and then I made them specifically only attack her. And then the guards wanted to attack them, and they were pushed out of the way because they were in the way. Hey, it's not my fault that people decided to jump ship. I left them alone.
What were you after? Something Ravana had?
Yeah, the thing that she stole from me.
Which was?
My leg.
They wiggle their fingers a bit, and there's a little glow that kind of envelops you. Does the detect magic? Necromancy is just holding you together, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens when you find yourself?
Get my power back. Beat the shit out of this guy. Murder him, actually. And get back to my people and protect them again.
The ambassador for the Empire sent me a guest list, and you were on it.
Oh god, I didn't want to go there.
Well, you ended up there anyway.
Yeah, but it wasn't my means. I was trying to get them before they got there.
Did you... Sorry, did you have anything to do with Ravana's disappearance and Walcott, the two assembly mages?
Well, I attacked her. Walcott, is that the guy with the red hair?
Yes.
He attacked me along with her. I took her down, got my leg back, and then he disappeared with her.
Well, I must tell you this then. If they disappeared together, I know that it is their intention from hearing from the ambassador that assembly mages tend to resurrect their own kind in situations like this.
Well, without my leg, she's not gonna last very long. She was already pretty fucking old.
I'm just saying that you need to watch your back. They will be coming coming for you.
Are you gonna protect me?
It sounds like you can protect yourself.
I mean, yeah, I could protect myself from a couple, but what if they're specifically after me? You know what I want, and hey, I'm trying to protect your city too.
How so? By dropping a ship onto a building?
Oh, come on, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with the rudium. I'm the one that warned you about it. I could have fucking stayed quiet.
Tell you what. I cannot protect you from a foreign power, and that's beyond my reach. If danger comes to the city because of their zeal in trying to capture you or kill you, I will protect the city. And if that involves protecting you, so be it. If you could bring me proof, more proof of this rudium infection.
Is there a way for me to contact you without having to go through your little network?
Speak to speak to the gnome at.
So I still have to go through your network.
You do.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry you have to speak to other people.
Well,
I
give
do
me like
have I do have things to do. I am busy. I just don't sit on a throne all day and wait for things to happen.
fine. Look, give me like a couple of days. I'll get Galsariad. By the way, his name's gonna be Galsariad to come talk to you, or I'll have him with me or something, and he can let you know the details because he's the one that went through all this shit.
Let's start there.
Then I'm gonna go to the Harried Mongoose. I'm gonna pick up my date, who I'm still mad at, and I'll get Galsariad, and then we'll go over to the gnome.
Does this have to do with anything that is important to my city?
Yes, because Galsariad is the one that's going through the rudium shit. I told you he was an asshole who got through this shit.
I didn't know a date was part of the story.
Well, he's here mostly because he's, you know what? Long story short, he called another woman's name. I don't know how old you are and when's the last time you had a date, but this shit sucks.
He takes a deep breath and says, "Contact."
Rahi.
Yeah, at the Rahi. If you find out anything.
I will.
And the little girl, the teenage girl, just kind of like goes back into the yoga position and just sitting there and then closes her eyes.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over and just like kind of poke at her.
Okay. The focus of this person in this like meditation, unshakable, nothing.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna have Ash's nipper on the nose. Not hard, just kind of like a little playful bite.
Yeah. One eye opens. What?
I just thought you were dead. I'm sorry.
Close the eye. Goodbye,
anyways.
Lapis Prismawing.
Goodbye. Looks around. Jamon?
And nods just once. He goes back into meditation.
Oh man. And she's just gonna leave and head over towards the Harried Mongoose.
Okay. Orgoth. You are in your room, kind of studying the book and stuff, late. You hear a loud noise. It's like you hear Irvin downstairs, and you hear, "Find them! Find them!" And Wilvin, Lapis, Orgoth. No, he's like panicky. You need to find them.
I'll close the book up, hide it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Parker, back in.
And then I'll go down the stairs.
Okay, you go down the stairs and you see Irvin standing in the doorway, holding a basically unconscious Galsariad, who's like this. His eyes are rolling. His shirt is kind of like ripped open, and there's like the rash is just barely there. And he's like, I have to lead them. I have to help them. Gilsariat. He's raving. He wanted to talk to Lapis. He wanted to talk to all of you. He's like,
Yeah, well, I'm the only one here.
I must lead them. And he looks right up at you and says, I must lead them to the Netherdeep. And that's where we're going to stop for the day.
Roll credits.
I said the thing. It was the first time I said the
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
The thing.
The name of the show.
He said it. He said the thing.
Oh, so great game, guys. Sometimes it's hard to we get a lot of role play going on, but nothing, like stuff happens, but it's like everybody's in their separate worlds, and it's like getting it going and everything. So thank you for being patient with me, and I had a wonderful, wonderful time, and I hope you all did too, and I hope everybody who's watching and listening did too as well, and on the podcast as well. Let's go around and do our wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and you can find me at Bill Roper on Twitter, where legitimacy only costs $8 a month, and at Bill freaking Roper on Twitch and YouTube. I'm not mad; it's just so ridiculous. You can also find me playing Kier Starfall, a youthfully exuberant, hotshot starship pilot in Shadowport Adventures: Luck of the Draw, a Star Wars actual play on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. We are recording new sessions right now, but please check out the first half of season 1 because it's important you get caught up, because stuff's going to go off when we get back. I'm also starting up a new Pathfinder 2E Seafaring campaign, and our session 0 is this Friday. Session 0 part 2, so that'll be super fun. More news as that goes along, and boy, it's all very tense. It's all very tense right now, and it feels like these like stories have ups and downs and light and dark, and we've just been like driving through, and I'm exhilarated by our table, and then I'm exhausted at the end of today.
It's a lot happening, and lore drops. Thank you for all those lore drops.
Oh my God, yes. So if you are going through this with us, and we are so grateful for you doing so, I just want to throw out some recognition to to everybody at this table, because wow, there is just some crazy intense stuff going on, and I appreciate you all for that.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Jaden. I was playing Lapis. Please follow if you're 18 plus at my social at Foxtrot Follow, because I do draw the lewds and the nudes and all that jazz. But I still do talk about Final Fantasy and D&D and all that shit. So there's also that. And yeah, I just set this over in our Netherdeep thing. Lapis makes hella sexy contact with people.
Twink.
If you guys haven't seen a picture of Jamon, they look nice.
Twink. Yeah.
Twink.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. They look cool.
Oh, they do.
They really do. Next.
Oh, hey everyone, this is Jamie. I've been playing North, Eladrin Roguelog, who's gonna talk to their sword as well. Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Huh. You can find me over on Twitter, Hive, Inkblot, Tumblr, Mastodon.art, Twitch, at Suburban Cryptic. And you know what? If you like what you heard and you got a few dollars that you would spare a month, you can join us on Patreon. We had a new Patreon thingy up today.
It kind of led into the cliffhanger today.
That did lead into our buddy Galsariad coming to the Cool Flame to only find Orgoth because this party is a fucking mess. Anyways, thanks for joining, and I am very excited to see you next time.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys RBDM. Please follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons D&D. You can find the Severed Sons Rhyme of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. And this episode will be released a week later on the same podcasting platform. Share us with all your friends. We have a fantastic community in our Discord, discord.gg/Severed Sons D&D. You can join our Patreon for early access to episodes and a whole lot more. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, gang at Critical Role, and to all our listeners and our fans. And keep on rolling, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Hey, check out Tabletop News.
And Tabletop News. We love Tabletop
News.
Yay,
it is the official stop for all things tabletop.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.